difficult that you felt like changed you, like it left a mark that just wouldn't go away, that's the reality of trauma. It doesn't just affect your emotions, it actually reshapes your brain. But here's the hopeful part. That reshaping goes both ways. I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I help you strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience. In today's video, we're going to look at what trauma really does to the brain and how healing is not only possible, but can lead to what's called post-traumatic growth. We'll talk about the science behind how the brain recovers and the kind of tools that help rewire the trauma response. This video is part of a module on overcoming setbacks. That's part of my resilience series. And so far, we've talked about bouncing back from disruption and learning from mistakes. Now we're going deeper to the moments that feel like they altered who you are. Before we dive into the brain, it's helpful to understand what trauma actually is. Trauma isn't just about having a bad experience or a very upsetting experience. It's when something overwhelms your nervous system's ability to cope, leaving you feeling helpless, unsafe, or like you've completely lost control. Let's begin with what's happening in your brain when you experience trauma. When you go through a traumatic experience, especially one that involves fear, helplessness, or a threat to your safety, your brain goes into survival mode, and that survival mode leaves fingerprints on three major areas of your brain. First, the amygdala. This is your brain's threat detector. It's like a smoke alarm that sounds the alarm or sounds an alert when something dangerous is happening. During trauma, the amygdala becomes hyperactive. And long after the event is over, it can stay that way. And that's why people who've experienced trauma often feel constantly on edge or overreact to things that seem minor to other people. Their alarm system becomes overly sensitive. Next is the hippocampus. This area helps form and organize memories, but trauma disrupts this process. Instead of a clear, cohesive memory, you get fragmented, disorganized impressions, and some details may be missing entirely, while others, like sound or a smell that was associated, can be overwhelmingly vivid. And this is why trauma memories often feel fragmented, like scattered puzzle pieces that don't fit together. Over time, chronic stress can even shrink the hippocampus, which is one reason why memory problems are common after trauma. Then there's the prefrontal cortex, and this is your brain's CEO, the part responsible for logic, planning, and emotional regulation. When you're in survival mode, your prefrontal cortex takes a back seat. The amygdala says, "We're in danger," and the prefrontal cortex is temporarily shut down so that you can react fast. But after trauma, this imbalance can become chronic. You may struggle to focus, regulate your emotions, or make decisions because your thinking brain isn't fully online. So what does all this mean? It means trauma isn't just psychological, it's neurological. It changes the way your brain functions. And that's why trauma recovery isn't just about moving on. It's about helping your brain feel safe again and rewiring those disrupted pathways. And here's something important to remember. These aren't signs that you're broken. These are survival adaptations. Your brain responded the way that it was designed to protect you in the moment. And these same mechanisms that helped you survive can also help you recover. And your brain has the ability to do exactly that. Thanks to neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire and adapt, trauma doesn't have to be the end of your story. Healing is possible, not just emotionally, but physically in your brain. Trauma reorganizes your brain for survival. Healing is simply reorganizing it again for safety, connection, and thriving.
All right. So we'll stop here and we'll get back to our session. So I think we have around 4 participants who have joined us today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Good afternoon and welcome to this session. And my name is Vikram, and I am a trauma healer and a life coach. And I welcome you all to this wonderful session of Healing Masterclass. So before I begin, I want to hear from you. How are you all doing? Can I have one word from each of you who have joined? Can I hear from Meena? Please, can you introduce yourself, ma'am, a little bit?
Yeah, and Nina,
Mhm.
Mr. Ivashi, and I've been
Nina,
suffering from asthma
one
from a
minute.
long
Nina,
time.
I think you have joined with both. So you can talk on only one mobile also. No problem.
Okay.
Disconnect from other one because we
Okay.
could hear the echo.
Okay.
We can ask somebody till then, somebody else to talk.
Yeah.
Vikram,
So,
you're not audible.
hello?
Yes, please go ahead, madam.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have been suffering from asthma from a long time, and Purnima suggested that I try something else other than medicines,
Mm-hmm.
which might help me recover faster.
Okay. Okay.
So
Great.
this is a trial,
Mhm.
sort of.
Fine.
Let's see how it
But
goes.
otherwise, what do you do? Like, are you
I'm a housewife.
you're a housewife? Okay. I would like to hear from Mr. Suresh as well because he has also joined us today.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
The thing is, I am a retired person. I retired in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, not doing anything other than housework and maybe some errands here and there.
Okay.
I exercise regularly.
Okay.
I do my daily exercises without
Mm-hmm.
fail. I joined this meeting to know more about this healing process.
Okay.
Good.
I have issues. Related to my age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there is an issue which I have that is autoimmune disorder.
Okay.
Yeah, that has been treated by one of the rheumatologist, a renowned rheumatologist, and I have
Okay.
been taking some biologic injections for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you
I
so
want to
much
know.
for introducing yourself, sir, and being here for our session. I'm sure this session is going to help you in understanding some of the modalities available to heal yourself. And this session is going to be really mind blowing because we are three coaches coming here together for you to give you some really wonderful information which you can use in your day to day life.
Okay, I hope to get that from
Thank
you.
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's hear from, I think you have joined with a default name, ACE001. Would you like to introduce yourself, ma'am?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joyce.
Okay.
And like Purnima is my friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she suggested me to join this healing program of yours.
Okay.
It is like I just want to know more, like, something about it.
Sure. Sure. Thank you so much. I think it is a curiosity which takes us to the next level in our life. And I'm
Yeah,
glad that you are curious to know what we are doing here. And thank you so much for spending your time with us, madam.
thank
And I
you.
promise this session will really be a very helpful one if you be with us for the next 1 to 1.5 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And yes, I think we have Manoj and Sejal as well. I know Manoj, and Manoj is also a trauma healer. And I know Sejal. Sejal is a trauma healer, and who will be introduced shortly. Uh, so let's get started with our session today. Uh, I hope all of you can see my screen, right?
Yes,
All right. Yes, once again, welcome you all to this wonderful healing masterclass. So
thank
today
you,
we
sir.
are, thank you. And yes, I will be requesting you all to be on mute unless there will be any questions asked so that, people will be able to understand the flow. Please stay on mute unless you have any questions to be asked. Thank you for muting yourself. Yes, today is going to be a wonderful healing masterclass, as I already said. And here are the presenters. I am Vikram, and I am a life coach and a trauma healer. And I have with me Purnima, who is a Reiki and water therapist, as well as she has done more than this. So many modalities other than these Reiki and water therapist. And next we have Sejal, who is a life coach and an inner child healer. So mostly you will see healing masterclasses like this conducted by one coaches, right? But today, if you see this format of this masterclass is totally different. Here we three are students. We are of the same mentor, that is Madhavi Juneja. So at this time, I would like to pay my gratitude to our mentor, Madhavi Juneja. Because of her, we three of us came together and we thought of conducting this masterclass to this public so that, we can make a change in the society. That is the whole intention of this today's masterclass. Whatever we learned from our mentor, we wanted to give it to the world. That is the intention behind having this masterclass. With that, quickly let me go to the agenda, what we have for today. So today we have a simple introduction about what is healing, and then I'm going to put you into a lot of questions in my next 10 minutes, where I will be talking most of the time. And after me, I will have Purnima, who will be coming up with a modality called emotional freedom technique, which she used and when she was facing some emotional traumas. And then we will be having Sejal, who will be talking about inner child healing. So overall, in this session, we are going to learn two healing modalities. One is emotional freedom technique, and the next one is inner child healing. Though it is a very elaborate technique, in this session, we will only be covering a gist of what these modalities are. And then finally, we will be exposing you to a 21 days program that we have come up with. And if you're interested, you can very well register for the 21 days session. Okay, so that is what we have today. So let me now jump into my next slide, which is this. So here you have a question. I want you all to just read what I have displayed on my screen. If you were to describe your childhood in one word, how would you describe it? What is the one word you would use to describe your childhood? Can one of you please unmute, or if you want to type on the chat, it's okay. If you're comfortable unmuting and saying, I want you to say one word about your childhood. Yes, please.
I
Anyone?
would say normal child.
You were a normal child. Okay. Why would you say you're a normal child, sir? Who is this, by the way?
I'm Suresh.
So, Mr. Suresh. Why would you say you're a normal child?
Childhood, I'm talking about.
Yeah, childhood.
Yeah. And
So,
maybe a normal child, abnormal child, that depends on the perception of the other person.
right.
But my
So,
childhood was normal.
yeah.
There was,
Okay,
I had a
normal is the word. Yes, please.
there was no
yes.
nothing, nothing to say, nothing eventful.
Okay.
I went to school. I
Okay.
studied my whatever is given to me. Attended college. I had a good
Okay.
family life.
Okay.
That way, I didn't have any issues, health
Okay.
issues.
Okay. So this is my question was all around yes, you what do you think about your childhood? Now, right now, you think that your childhood is a normal childhood because you did not have enough. I mean, you did not have any major issues during your childhood. You had a nice parents, you had nice schooling, and then you had a nice time with your parents. So your childhood in general is a good one, right? That's why you are saying you're a normal child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joyce wanted to share. Let us
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. My childhood from age, I think from the infant, like to 15-year-old was very good. But
Mm-hmm.
after I completed my 15th birthday, it
Mm-hmm.
was like a traumatic
Okay.
situation.
Mm. Okay. So
So,
what will be that one word you will say?
mm, not good.
Not good. Okay. Yes. Even my childhood was like that. I was also having a somewhat an abnormal childhood, as Mr. Suresh was mentioning. So, yes, all of us have different experiences during our childhood. Right. So, today's session, why I asked that question is whatever we are having in our life today is because of what we experienced as a child. Right. So, major part
Yeah.
of our childhood creates our future, the future that we are living today. That is why I asked you this question. I think, Joyce, ma'am, you just be with me. I will come back to your question on like it was not so good. So we have some very nice ways in which you can get back your childhood and still feel good about your childhood, even though you had said that it was not so good. There are possibilities to make it good even now, right? So that's what we are going to learn today about in our healing session. Yes, we saw that some of you said some of you had described your childhood as the way you want to. Now, my next question to you is What is healing? What do you think is healing? Healing, is it, does it always mean taking medicines and getting to a hospital or meeting a doctor, or is it something else as well? What do you think healing is all about? Okay, let me answer that. The reason I put together this question here is most of us think that when I say healing, it's only physical healing, right? But there is a lot more than that. We always know only when I asked this question to Mr. Suresh said that it was a normal, he had a normal childhood, keeping in mind that all the physical aspects of how his environment was looking, how his parents treated him, or how his education was, or how he was being treated, all that stuff. But there is also a different way to see here. Are we mentally fit? There's also an aspect of mental health, right? So when we talk about that, then the healing as more than what is just we call about medicine or anything like a physical ailment. So in today's world, there is a lot of awareness that is being spread around healing our mental health, right? Making ourselves mentally fit. So this masterclass is mostly about your mental health. All the modalities that we will be covering here is related to your mental health. What you will learn in this session is not going to replace any of the therapies, or if you're facing asthma, or if you're already having a doctor, working with a doctor or taking some therapies. These healing modalities are not going to replace that. But healing modalities that you will learn in this session can be done to address your mental stress, or if you are facing any kind of issues which you're not able to cover it during through your medicines. For example, you're often getting anxious, or you're feeling nervous whenever you are traveling, or if there are students, they used to feel nervous when they go to the exams, right? So these modalities, whatever we are teaching here, will help you in making you mentally fit. If you had even though you had a terrible childhood, and because of which you have acquired certain patterns in your life today, whatever modalities we will be exposing you through this masterclass will only help you to become a better version of yourself, or create an awareness about what you are going through, right? So that's the whole reason why I asked this question: what is healing? Coming to my next question, why healing? So let me also answer this: why healing is needed. Because in today's world, we see a lot of people suffering from mental health issues like stress, anxiety, guilt, shame, or whatever emotions, negative emotions you can name. Because of we being the families are nowadays nuclear. Right? Earlier we had our parents with us. Now almost all of us are staying in nuclear families, and mostly we use gadgets, we use our phones, and we don't interact much physically to anyone. Mostly we use our mobiles, or we are connected to people through digital sources like WhatsApp, or Instagram, or Facebook, or so many social networks. So what we are missing here is the mental fitness, or the mental well-being, which our ancestors enjoyed during their times, right? During our ancestor times, like, or our parents generation, they did not have all this digital revolution that we are having. Because of all this digitization, we are now moving away from physical relationships to more of a social relationships, which is also a reason all these modalities are becoming very, very common nowadays, and people are taking help of these modalities. And that is why even today we are here to learn some modalities like this, right? It's because of the digital revolution and the change in the lifestyle. So before I go further, let me introduce myself. My name is Vikram Jyoti Prakash, and I am a trauma healer and a certified life coach. On the right, you see my coach. She is Shilpa Singh, and she is from Mumbai, and she is the life coach who certified me from Million Dollar Life School. And other than that, I have also done a trauma healing certification from Madhavi Juneja. And on the right, you see my other photo in the TEDx stage. I'm a TEDx speaker. I've delivered my TEDx speech last year in Jaipur. So this is my certification. So I'm a certified trauma healer, as I told you, from Mubarak School of Consciousness. And other than that, I have also certified Ho'oponopono healer. Excuse me. All right. So what else have I done? Reiki. So this is one of the modalities which I recently started learning. I am a level 2 Reiki healer. So I want to just cover about my journey a little bit before I further move on with my slides. I am basically an IT professional, and I am married, and I have two kids, two young daughters. And being an IT professional, you might ask me, why do I have to do all this kind of life coaching and healing and all the certifications? Because my primary profession is an IT profession, right? So why? The reason is, when I was a child, I had been facing a lot of things which actually created a disturbance in my childhood. And then I had always performed well in my school, and I always had a good history in my school, and I had a good profession, and even now I'm settled well. But when I came to know about all these courses about life coaching and about my mentor, I registered for this course. At that time, I came to know that even though I felt that I am a normal child, like how Mr. Suresh described his childhood, when I went back and joined those certifications, then I realized that even though my childhood, even though I always thought that I am good and I am excellent in all my studies and profession and everything, I still had a lot of ways in which what is the identity I've created because of my childhood, right? So our childhood determines how you are today. So the more, if your childhood is good, and if you were treated well, and if you had been with a healthy relationships, and you had a good experience with your grandparents, with your friends and all your relatives, then your future will also be that way. But if in case if your children, your parents were struggling even for their life, and they were not able to provide you enough, and they had some to deal with a lot of stress and mental health issues, then that shows up in the children as well. So when I went through these kind of courses, then I figured out that even though I felt I am in good situation now, there are so many things that I had created because of my childhood traumas that I had been facing. One thing that I can recall now is I always used to feel lonely at school. Then I used to have a very limited number of friends with whom I used to talk and have friendship with. Then when I compared myself with other friends, my other friends used to be really open to everyone, and they used to have a very nice social circle. When I went back and saw, then there were some scars in myself, and which I will be covering in the next course of this session, and how these modalities that we are going to teach you today, helped me throughout my journey. So without uh, uh, um, further delay, I want to ask you about this picture, what you see on the screen. Can someone say what you see here on the screen?
You can unmute yourself.
The leg of the elephant is tied to a, I can
Mhm.
say, a
Nail.
tree.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's tied to a peg, right? Which is,
yeah.
and this elephant, why does it stand like this? Why do you think it's standing like this?
Not happy.
It's not happy.
It's
Okay.
because
And it looks like it is the elephant is sad and is not very comfortable, being his leg tied to the peg.
Correct. Correct. Anything else? Anyone?
I feel it has been, he has got used to this type of, this thing. Like, I think when it was small, when the elephant was
Yes.
small, he was being tied like this. So he thought he cannot break it.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. You got it right, Mr. Suresh.
Yeah.
This is how most of us are living our life. This is because the elephant is habituated to think that this peg is stronger than himself.
Yeah.
Right? When the elephant was a child, what the caretaker used to do is he used to tie this elephant to a small peg or a nail that is nearby, And then the elephant used to be, at the time small, so he cannot break open this peg, right? He will try multiple times, and he always felt that this peg, no, I am not able to do it. This peg is stronger, and I cannot break open this chain. Now, even if the elephant has grown up, he still thinks that this peg is stronger than himself, whereas he has the power of, 1,000 to break open this peg and, run away from that place, right? But he still thinks, habituated with that thought process, what he as a child experienced. And if I tell you the same analogy, applies to us as well. Most of us, whatever we had faced during our childhood, it might be a fear. If you had any fears during your childhood, like this elephant has, even today you might be having such fears ruling your life. Even though that is just a small thing, which you can easily, break it open and go forward with. Because of that, mental conditioning, we are stuck in our life, like this elephant is stuck, right? Someone said that it is sad and it is not very happy tied to this rope. Yes, most of us are not happy with the because we are not able to achieve our dreams. Why? Because we are having so many fears, or the mental conditioning, or the subconscious programming which is ruling our lives. But actually, if you see, if the elephant has the awareness that it is only the mental conditioning and nothing is there in my physical body, I can break open this peg, it will not be like this, right? So similarly, all of us have the power of 1,000 elephants in us. All that is stopping us, is keeping us stuck, is this mental conditioning or the programming which happened during our childhood, right? So the moment you understand and acknowledge that this is the mental programming and not anything else to do with my physical self, then you will break open all your barriers and you will be flying like a free bird. So that is the whole intent of putting this picture here. Next, let's move on and let's understand how is our human brain, shaped as. Our human mind is very powerful, right? So what you see, yeah, can someone say what is there on the screen right now? What do you see on the screen, Mr. Suresh or Madam Joyce or Nina or Manoj?
It is an iceberg.
It's an iceberg, right? So what you see here is, yes, please go ahead.
Whatever you can see outside, there's much
Mhm.
more inside.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh. You're throwing a lot of enlightenment to the audience here. What you see on the top is only a tip of the iceberg, whereas there is it's much more bigger than what we can think of, right? So the majority of the iceberg is underneath the ocean. And it is so powerful, right? And that is how even the human mind is, right? What we are using today is only a tip of it. Let me move to the next slide. So this is how our human mind is also we can compare this with our human mind as well. If you see, the tip of the iceberg is shown out of the ocean, whereas the major part of the iceberg is below the ocean, right? So what you see on the tip is a conscious mind, and then what you see below is a subconscious mind. It is this subconscious mind, which stores all your childhood memories and whatever programs you've created, habits, patterns, and your emotions, unprocessed emotions or fears. Everything is stored here, which is in the subconscious mind. And this subconscious mind has 95% of the power, our overall power, our human power, whereas we can only use only 5% unless and until you are aware of all the modalities, or unless and until you're aware that your life is being you're living a life like just like that elephant, you will not be able to unlock the potential of this subconscious mind. So in this session today, we are going to only talk about this, right? Whatever you have been storing in your subconscious mind and how you can come out of those mental programs and become happy again. Imagine if you had the complete power of your mind, which is 100%, then you would have lived a life, like someone that you already dreamt of, right? We might always think that I'm not good at this, I'm not good at stage stage speaking or public speaking, I'm not good in dancing, or I'm not good in this. All these are nothing but our mental programs. Whereas all of us have the same ability, all of us are equal in our energy, right? Energetically, we all are same. It is only the environment around us or the people or our parents. Here, we are not going to blame our parents at any cost. It is because even they were going through certain, subconscious programs through their childhood, right? So they are also not doing it intentionally, but sometimes our parents also are a reason for us, having some kind of a patterns in our life, because we inherit even not only the good things, we also inherit the negative emotions and the negative thoughts from our parents also. So all these are in our subconscious mind, and that is the reason we have to understand what is a subconscious and what is a conscious mind. Most of us, our life is ruled by the subconscious mind. The moment you are becoming aware of this and you start changing your habits, you start changing your beliefs, you will start seeing your life changing in the present, right? So that is what I wanted to cover. Next, let me move on. Yes, as you see here in this previous slide, you saw the elephant, tied, and it was sad. But what we are trying to say through this figure is that the elephant is more powerful than it thinks it is, right? So we all are more powerful. It is only our fears, it our mental programs, or whatever. If you're facing some health issues, all these are only a small thing, right? In the great in the great things, in the great life that we are living today, all these are only small things which we are only blowing up as if they are very big. But otherwise, your energy is so pure and it is so powerful. If you realize it, then you can unlock any your true potential and go to whichever extent you can. Next, let us move on. So some of the ways in which you can start, programming your subconscious mind is positive thinking. So always, we look at the negative things first, because as human beings, we have the negativity bias, right? So survival, we always wanted to have the survival instinct. So we always look for, resolving if anything is negative, when we go for a shop, let's say, and we want to buy something, what we look at is we always look for the anything is let's say we are going to buy some apples for our house. What we look is we look at like whether there is anything any rotten apples in this basket which you have picked up, so that you can discard it, right? So likewise, wherever we go, we always try to notice the negative things first, so that we wanted to get the best things for our life. But by doing that, what our by default human beings are accustomed to do is look at the negative things. Even when you talk to someone, you will always notice that we are attracted to the negative things of the person first than his positive behaviors, right? So that is how our subconscious mind is programmed. So when we are understanding that, always being positive and looking at positive things in your life will also change, and you start seeing the positive things more, and you start seeing positive results in your life as well. So the first step for self transformation or leading a dream life that you want is positive thinking. Be positive in whatever you do and the actions that you take. Number two is mindset. What is your mindset like? Imagine that elephant, right? If it had a growth mindset, and if it was not a fixed, now what is fixed mindset? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Let me only do that. That is called fixed mindset. What is growth mindset? Oh, let me try new things. Today, I let me not be the same person. Let me try different things. Let me learn two, three new healing modalities. Why should I always think that asthma is a big thing in my life? Why should I always be stuck in that mindset? Let me try some different things. Let me learn painting. Let me go out. Let me become a new version of myself today. So that is called as growth mindset. Whatever it might be, but how we are going to take our life, how we are going to treat ourselves in the next day and on the upcoming hour is matters, right? So that is called as growth mindset. So the reason for covering all this is, before we go to the actual healing modalities, we need to understand the basics, right? These are all the basics, what we have to know: the mindset, the positive thinking, because in whatever modality you take, all this is necessary. If you don't have the positive mindset, if you don't have the positive thoughts, then whatever we teach will not be so fruitful. And that's why in the first few slides, you will see that we have these are the basics of our healing. Next, let's move on to our next slide, which is mindfulness. Most of the time, we sit at home or we watch we try to spend our time, within our family, or we try to unwind watching TV or watching movies or using your mobile like that. But how many of us spend our time mindfully, mindful of eating, mindful of the words you're using, mindful about how you are thinking about yourself, right? So being mindful, living, that is what I'm trying to be when I'm saying mindful, is living in the present moment, connecting with the nature, right? Meeting new people and creating the new memories. All these are nothing but mindfulness. When you're mindful about your own life, about your old self, then your subconscious programs start becoming nothing and you start experiencing changes in your life. So these are whatever I told you now: positive thinking, mindfulness, and growth mindset. All these are going to help you realize your dreams or become a better version of yourself. Now comes our actual topic of today's session, which is healing. Some of us don't experience, or some of us are not aware of the modalities which are available in world today, right? There are so many modalities, like we are going to see today: emotional freedom technique and inner child healing. These are the two modalities we are seeing today, but there are several modalities available in today which we can all experience. And these modalities can help you whenever you are facing stress in your life, or whenever you are not able to handle some emotions, or if you are suffering from some kind of depression. These modalities can be instantly used and you can change the situation to whatever you want to. So that is why knowing some modalities like this are really going to be helping you in your life in future. All right. So, and then the last but not the least, journaling. So how many of you have the habit of journaling, like writing your daily, whatever happened in your day, or writing your goals, or writing down the good things that you have achieved, the good memories that you had with your spouse, or what is the best things about you? How many of you have the habit of writing in your diary? Can I have that from some of you? Can you please say how many of you have that habit of writing? Do any one of you are aware of this concept called journaling? Have you have the habit of ever heard about this journaling? I see some new members joining: Gulzar, and then we have Sonu, we have yes, Sonu and Gulzar. So I think you joined in between, but still be with us. You didn't miss so much. I think we still are yet to discuss on the healing modalities. I'm just creating the base for our session today. And yeah, how many of you have understand what I meant by journaling? If you're not saying, then I have to point someone. I think Mr. Suresh and Madam Nina has always been answering and being very active, so I'm not going to ask them. I want to hear from other people. Gulzar, you want to answer this? Have you ever heard about this called journaling? What is journaling?
Yeah, journaling is something what happened daily. We are writing in a diary or notes,
Yes.
but I don't write this because maybe somebody knows my feelings, what I am feeling.
Right.
So
Right.
I will keep everything in my mind, and sometimes I will note few points, and I will
Mm-hmm.
keep those document. I'll write in documents, and I'll keep safe those documents, because if
Correct.
diary is there, somebody will read
Read it.
me,
Yes.
and they can
Yes.
understand what I am feeling, in what
Yes.
stage I am, my mind what is thinking, in what stage I am here.
Yes.
I,
See, so thank you. Thank you so much, Gulzar. I think this is one of the subconscious programming that we all have to overcome. Like the elephant, right, which was tied to the rope, it had some subconscious programming because of which it was not able to unlock itself, right? This is also one such subconscious program. Even I had. I'm telling you this, but even before taking up all this life coaching and other healing sessions, even I was thinking the same. What if I write something and my wife reads it? And what if I write something and my children come, read it and they feel vulnerable? So I used to also have this. But then I realized that writing to your paper, putting your mind on paper is as good as, you know, any other modality that you can learn. Right. For example, early in the morning, if you wake up and starts writing gratitude, 10 things that you have, best things that you have in your life, you will see a shift in the thought process. You will see the entire day is shifted, right? And simple things like what are your goals, like what you want to achieve, or how you want to 2026 to be like, by writing down all these things. Because as I told you, in your conscious mind was only 5% of it, right? You can't really recall everything that is there in your subconscious mind. Only when you start writing it down, you will see that so many things are starting to flood away in the paper. But unless you take your pen and start writing, none of this, whatever is there in your subconscious, will never come out of in your awareness, right? So that's why journaling is so important. Unless and until you remove what is there in your mind, in your subconscious mind, your subconscious programming. Now, since I asked you, you openly said that I'm really afraid to write what is going on because someone will read it. This is one myth that all of us have. We are more concerned about again others, but what about you? Because of not writing down, you are keeping everything within you, and it is becoming like, making you too overweight, right? It is weighing, all your emotions are inside you and you're not able to process it. If you write it on a paper, then you will be able to process all your negative emotions, whatever you're going through. Of course, there are different types of journaling. I'm not saying journaling is easy. There are several ways, process to write your journals, which we will be covering in our 21-day session. But just understand that journaling is very important for having a better mental health. Someone who is suffering from diseases or someone suffering from any kind of issues, for them also, journaling is the first tool that anybody will recommend. Right? Thank you so much, Gulzar, for adding that. And next, I think I have done the first session, and now I think I want to invite our next person who will be taking the session forward, which is Purnima Rao. Purnima Rao is a trauma healer, a Reiki healer, and water therapist, and she has so much other modalities. Now I'll hand over the stage to Purnima Rao. Purnima Rao, please take up the session forward.
Yes, thank you, Vikram. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Purnima Rao. I'm a retired teacher and I love to be in nature, actually. I've done all the things he already told me about me, so I would go ahead. I have around 20 years of experience in the field of healing, helping my clients to overcome their grief, their emotions, emotional needs, anxiety, and relationship issues. I believe healing happens in a compassionate and supportive place. Yes, Vikram? Are you
Yes,
changing?
please go on. I'm sharing my screen. You can continue.
Okay. I believe healing happens in a compassionate and supportive space where each one is open to talk, feel what they are feeling, say that, express it, and then we can deal with it. And my focus is usually helping people find uh, find peace and clarity. And healing is a journey. Now, you all have seen me so confident and assertive. But when I started my journey, I had difficulty standing for myself, couldn't say no to anybody. And my problems I did face. And now I would like to share one thing. During COVID, we each one felt all the stress, grief, problems. Why? Because we couldn't meet our family, we couldn't meet our friends, and we were isolated in the houses, in our own house. So at that time, I would like to share what I went through. My father expired during COVID. And at that time, we couldn't go and see our parents, my father. Only myself and my brothers could go, and my sister, neither my mom could go and see him in the hospital. So at that time, we felt very sad, and it was really difficult to deal with such a situation. And at that time, what happened is I did not know about the emotional freedom focus technique. This therapy actually helps to identify and release our emotions by tapping on certain certain points. Vikram, can you change the slide? Yes, thank you. Yes. So now today we are going to learn about emotional freedom technique. Now, actually, yes. Now, this emotional focus technique was introduced by Sue Thompson. It's a cognitive therapy and it uses tapping, acupressure tapping, like different places. There are different points in our face and hand, only the upper bottom. And this technique actually helps by tapping while focusing on emotions and using affirmations for self acceptance. We accept what problems we are facing and then we do it. And benefits of this are it reduces stress, anxiety, anger, supports emotional regulation in various settings, like in different conditions where we don't know what to do, how to deal with it. So we can use this technique to help ourselves come out of that emotion. Next. Yes. In this, actually, there are 5 steps. The first one is we have to identify. I'll be taking this afterwards, but I'm just explaining how it is done. Okay. So first, we are going to identify what emotions we are feeling right now. Okay. Think about it. Then you're going to close your eyes and think about it, and then rate it on how the intensity is from 0 to 10. 0 is the least and 10 is the highest for that emotion, particular emotion. Then after that, we are going to set up a statement like affirmations. Now, if you're feeling very stressed, so you're going to say, even though I'm stressed, I deeply accept myself and heal myself. Okay. So these, for each emotion, we have different affirmations. You can also make your own affirmations also while doing this. And then tapping sequences, actually, there are eight points. First, we will start. I'll just show shortly now, and then we will do it together. Okay. First, we are going to start with the tapping of, this is called karate chop. Okay. This place is fleshy. So here we are going to tap. We are not going to tap hardly or fast also or slowly. Just few times while saying affirmations. Okay. And then we will tap here, then this place next to eyes, and then under the eyes, then nose, under the nose, chin, and then we are going to tap on. I'll show this afterwards. Okay. When we are doing it, we'll do it together. And now for all this, we have to first identify how we are going to do it. Okay? Yes. Now can we start? Are you all ready? And for benefits also, I would better, I will finish everything explaining and then I'll come back to how we are going to do the tapping. Okay? So Vikram, show me the last slide. Now this tapping also, till he shows, I'll show. First time we start using with karate chop. But once we finish it, we are not going to start. Second time when we do it, we will start from the eyebrows, in between the eyebrows. Okay? Yes? And you can use this whenever you feel like in the whole day, during your routine also. If you feel right now I'm feeling very stressed out, you can start tapping on this. I am ready to release my stress. Okay. And if you are angry at that time also, what happens? We start shouting at somebody. Sometimes it happens. So at that time, what we can do is we can start doing this tapping, which will help release all that. Okay. And sometimes we also have, we don't get sleep. For that also, we can do this while sleeping. And this can be done as many times as you want according to your emotions. Okay. So shall we start? Okay. All of you close your eyes. Now, just think about the emotion which you felt today morning, or if you don't have anything right now to think about, you can take others also for 1 week, what you felt. Okay? Hope you all are ready. Now, just think about that emotion and rate it on the scale of 0 to 10. 0 means least and 10 means highest. Are you all ready?
Can you tell me an example which emotion you have chosen right now so that we all can also?
Okay, today I won't take this. I'll take only body. Whatever you're feeling in your body, we'll take that. Okay? Is it fine for
So today
everyone?
morning I was feeling little stressed because I have to do a lot of presentation and a lot
So
of
should we take stress? Let me know.
so stress, right? So I'm just trying to understand what is that emotion that I have to take today so that likewise everyone can choose the
Today, instead
emotion.
of either, are you all feeling stress? Then we can take stress. If you're not feeling anything, then I'll take what? Whole body. We'll think about our whole body for everybody. Let it be common. Because if I say one will take stress, one will take anger, or one will take something else, then becomes difficult. So I'll take common one. Okay? So close your eyes. We'll take only body. Think about your body. How are you feeling today? And rate it according to on the scale of 0 to 10. Thank you for telling me, Vikram. Okay. Are you all ready? Yes. Now open your eyes and please write the number on the chat. What you feel. With what is the number? I'm waiting for you all. Nina, you can put 2. Joyce, are you there? Gulzar, Manoj, or Sonu? I want Sejal and Vikram also to write. Oh, good. Okay, what about you, Nina? Gulzar, I'm waiting for you. Please, fast.
Manoj
Okay.
has written 10
By the
too.
time you write, we will start. Okay.
Manoj has written 10 by the way. Huh?
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Shall we start? Yes. Now we are going to start with the karate chop first. Okay. If you want to see, you can see. Otherwise, you can listen to me and do it. Now you know which points are there. Okay. So let's start. If you want to close your eyes, close it so that you can feel connected. Okay. Now tap your fingers with your fingers. Okay. On the sides. Can you see? Yes. Even though I'm stuck in my body,
Is it the right or the left hand?
any, you can take
Anything.
left or right, anyone. It's okay. It does the work. Whichever hand you take, it's fine. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself and I calm down. Now, between the eyebrows. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I feel, I love, I accept myself. Now, the side of the eyes. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and I accept myself. Please repeat, okay? Now, under the eye, here, this part. Not, you're going to tap softly with only 1 finger or 2 fingers, okay? Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, under the nose, this part. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now under the chin. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now after this, I'll show you collarbone. This is the collarbone you get. So inside that. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I accept and love myself. Now, this you can do only one side also. Okay. Now, this is your armpit, not at the armpit, but just below it. You're going to tap. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, after this, we are going to tap on the top. So, for this, how we are going to take this point is put your hand on the ears and touch this. Now, this is the point where you are going to tap. Okay? Yes, tap on this. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, we are going to do one more round so that you know how to do it again. Okay? Yes. Now, we are going to start with the eyebrow. When we do the second time continuously, we are not going to do the karate chops again. Okay? That was only for starting. Yes? Now, start from here. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, the sides of the eyes. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, under the eye. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Under the nose. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now, under the chin. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now we are going to the collarbone. Okay. Now, yeah. Even though I feel overwhelmed, I accept myself. Now under the arm. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself. Now we are going to tap on the top of our head. Even though my body feels overwhelmed, I love and accept myself calmly. Now close your eyes, all of you. Deep breathe. Breathe out. And now you are going to rate yourself, your feelings, what you felt now on the scale of 0 to 10. When you're ready, take your time. When you're ready, relaxed, please enter your number in the chat box. Okay. Can somebody tell me your experience, share your experience? Yes, who is ready to share? Yes, should I name somebody or you are going to come out with the answer?
Yeah, Purnima, I,
Yes. Hi.
I feel we have been tapping the glands, I suppose. I don't know.
What?
Maybe
Sorry?
the glands,
Huh?
the glands, the various glands. Were we tapping those glands?
No, no. Actually, there are no glands over here.
Okay, fine. Anyway, it was relaxing.
No, these are acupressure points which helps us. And this is a way when you're doing this, you're doing something,
Letting
actually
go.
you're engaging your mind in it.
That's right. We are forgetting
That
what we are
helps.
undergoing at that moment and concentrating on the relaxing method.
See, now this first time you did. So when you do it again, you'll feel it easy. Okay? Did I answer you correctly? What was your question? Can you please repeat?
I was wondering whether those were the glands which we were
No,
tapping.
it was not
What-
glands.
And it was a relaxing experience, definitely.
Okay. And what was your number earlier?
6. Now it is 4.
Now it is 4. Earlier it was
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is little bit. When you feel it is 6, 7, or
No.
8.
What I mean to say is that
Yes.
what I understood from your this thing is 10 is more relaxing or less relaxing?
Highest. Not relaxing.
Not relaxing.
Ha.
Relaxing is the lower number, right?
If you are happy, good,
And I'm correct.
then it is less.
It was quite bad. That's
So
why I
it
gave
has come
6. And now
down.
it is better.
Yes. Okay. Now here also, when you get, thank you, Joyce, for continuing. And if your number is more than 8, more than 5, sorry, 4 or 5, you have to do it again on yourself. Okay? You can check yourself. Now we are not used to checking our body, what we feel. That is the main thing we have to learn. Okay? So for that reason, we have to learn thinking about ourselves, our body. Then we know we can rate nicely on the scale. When you do this again and again, you'll learn it. Okay? Suresh? Answered?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Purnima.
Okay. And any others? Anybody else would like to share? Joyce, if you want to leave, it's okay. Answer and you can go. Okay, Gulzar or anybody else? Okay, fine.
Let's hear from Sonu. Huh? Sonu is silent. Let's hear from Sonu how he felt.
Sonu or Manoj also. Manoj at 10. Are you there, Manoj? I think is.
Sonu, you want to talk? You want to say how the experience was?
Gulzar? Anybody? I'll wait for one more. Nina, would you like to say something?
Pretty relaxed, Purnima, so it was good.
Okay. What about Gulzar now? Gulzar has come.
Yeah, Purnima, it's nice.
You felt
But
relieved?
at that time of situation, maybe that anxiety time, maybe we will not recognize ourselves to do this technique.
Okay. So now onwards, you know what to do when you feel bad, when you're
Yes.
stressed out. Whatever emotion, you take that emotion and say the affirmations by doing the tapping. It will surely help. Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Now, I would like to give.
By the way, Purnima,
Yes.
Manoj has said it feels good now and it's come down to 7.
Okay. Happy to hear that. Okay. Now, I would like to hand on stage to Sejal to continue with the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Purnima. Let's have Sejal next. Sejal is a trauma healer and an inner child healer as well. Sejal, the virtual stage is yours. Sejal, you're on mute if you're talking.
Sejal, you're on mute. She can't hear it.
Sejal, we're not able to hear you if you're talking.
Unmute.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Purnima. Thank you, Purnima. Hello, everyone. Myself, Sejal Agarwal, inner child trauma healer and emotional wellness and self-love coach. Currently, I'm pursuing masters in psychology to deepen my expertise. My work focuses on empowering individuals to reconnect with themselves. Have you ever heard or felt, why do you overthink small things? Why does love feel unsafe sometimes? Why do you say yes to everyone when you really wanted to say no? Why do you attract emotionally unavailable people all the time? Why does taking rest makes you feel guilty? Even I have also experienced these issues in my life. So I started searching for the root cause solution. Then I found this therapeutic concept of inner child healing. I initially joined the program to heal myself, and today I am living authentic and healed version of myself, continuously working on my personal growth. So all of the above feelings indicates that your inner child is wounded, which needs to be healed. Every time you feel fearful, rejected, guilty, unheard, or unseen in your relationships, your inner child is crying out for help. After healing, you can transform your future. Your whole perspective changes after healing. Basically, inner child healing is the emotional part of yourself which carries your experiences, childhood memories, belief system, and thought processes, and which you will carry into your adulthood from your childhood. See, every child has some basic core emotional needs like love, care, safety, and security.
Sejal, sorry, are you sharing anything? The screen is not shared yet.
Hmm. Now it is visible.
Not yet.
Hmm.
Yes, now it's visible. Go ahead.
Okay. See, every child has some basic emotional core needs and which should be fulfilled by their parents, teachers, friends, and caregivers. But if these needs are unmet, the child creates wound. And these wounds are called inner child wound basically. And which shows up as a fear, guilt, shame, and self-doubt in your adult life, in your future. Without healing these wounds, you may continue to repeat the same painful pattern in your life. After healing your wounds, only you will meet your true, authentic self that is not defined by any of the negative emotions. Let me take one real life example. We usually say to our kids not to cry, or crying makes you weak. Yeah, good or good kids don't cry. We usually say, na, By saying all these, what does child learn? Child learns that expressing their emotions are not safe. So slowly they started disconnected with their own emotions. So in adulthood, they can't even connect emotionally in their relationships. Even with their kids or with their life partners, they can't connect emotionally. So emotional connection is the main reason for divorces nowadays. So the basically the intention of this session is not to curse or blame our parents, because they are also human and not perfect, and they have their own wounds which are unhealed. But now it's our own responsibility to heal our wounds, and so that we cannot pass on to our kids or a future generation. So there are lots of benefits of inner child healing, like emotional freedom. You will get better relationships, your self-awareness increases, you increase your self-worth, you creates your boundaries, healthy boundaries. You cannot pass your wounds to the next generation. So now we will experience the beautiful experience of the inner child healing meditation. So i would like to I would like everyone close your eyes and experience this beautiful meditation of inner child healing. कौन सा बोल कर तो दी स्टॉप शेयर. Today we are going to undergo a beautiful process where you will meet your inner child version at different stages of childhood. You are going to love this experience. So let's begin. Close your eyes and imagine yourself at the shores of a river. This is the river of life. Keep your eyes closed through the process. You see the starry sky above you, gentle wind, and it's a dreamy time. Suddenly you see a spaceship awaiting for you. You are now going to get into that spaceship and travel back in space-time to the just before the moments you were born. Now observe what you are going through. Now, as you are born into this world, do you feel welcomed? How is the environment around you? Did your parents look extremely happy to welcome you? Did you feel wanted and loved? Now go to the time you were 2 years old. Did you feel safe? Whenever you wanted anything, did you get it? Did you feel the comfort of strong arms of father or a gentle touch of a mother? The warmth that you had always desired. Did your parents make you feel that the world is a safe place? Notice any kind of beliefs you were picking up. Now go to the time you were 5 years old. Did you feel like it was an exciting time to create happy memories? Were you excited by the idea of school? Was it a place you liked to go to learn new things, meet your favorite teachers, your friends, or were it a place to escape from home? As a child, when did you start believing you were true to yourself? It's okay if you didn't have so much depth of feelings. It's perfectly fine. Now you are growing into a young girl or a young boy. Do you feel like you have a new sense of identity? Do you feel empowered or do you feel lost and helpless? How your beliefs changed since you were a child. As a boy or a girl of 13, do you feel like a world is an exciting place or do you feel it's a painful, anxious place? People are here to make me feel sad and small. World is a lonely place. Now go to a time when you became an adult, maybe in your 20s, ready to create your own life. Do you feel sense of ease, relief, excitement, curiosity, or do you feel overwhelmed with expectations you have from yourself, your parents, society has it from you? What is that you wish to release? Now move to the time of the present moment to your current age. What is the biggest issue you are dealing with? Is it the growth in career or feeling stuck in career because you always felt you were not good enough? But is it only in career or you always felt this way about yourself? Is it a pattern you have picked up from your childhood? Because unknowingly your parents or siblings or friends or teachers made you feel so about yourself? Were you made to feel no good because of your performance in school or how you looked? How tall you were, how short you were, what shade of skin you had? Were you made to feel bad because of that? Or was it because you had friends who were richer and you always felt that you didn't have enough? Let this story float into your consciousness. Now imagine that this spaceship is picking up all negative feelings and stories like a magnet. All stories related to your current issue and maybe some negative beliefs related to some other issues that you probably don't even know about, but you definitely know the story or incident is pulling you down. Let it all float in your consciousness. Slowly and gently, let it all float into your consciousness. You can come back into a room and make a note of your experience. You can start rubbing your palms. Create the energy and give it to yourself. And slowly, when you feel right, you can open your eyes gently. Be grateful for your awareness because that's the first step towards your healing. Welcome back. So, how do you feel? बस नहीं आ रही क्या मेरी?
You're audible.
Audible?
Yes. I felt really good to go back in that meditation, and I'm really going to write down whatever I saw.
Good, great. Anyone would like to share your feelings, your emotions?
Rizal, this is Manoj. And
I would.
uh, from age 2 to 5, then further, um, all the memory flashes came in my mind. Whatever happened in actually, I don't actually remember between the age of 2 to 5, but I remember when I was in fourth standard. So that memory flash came in, and I felt that my my childhood was not complete. So your voice was actually revealing a lot of things from my childhood. So 2, 5, 10, everything was, going back in time and coming back with new insights. Some things, I also remember three incidences, a flash of incidences which I forgot for a long time. Then when I came back, I I instantly remembered that, oh, this was the thing which I forgot for a long time. So it was an incredible session. Thank you.
Thank you. This is the beauty of this meditation, actually.
Anyone else would like to share your experience, how you felt? Did you go see your child self?
Yeah, actually, I also felt really good. So, like, uh, I mean, it was very nice to like just go revisit the things like whatever our parents, like how they loved us and all. So, yeah, it was a good experience.
Thank you, Sonu. And now, whatever you
Thank
you
you.
saw in your
I
meditation, I think you should write it down. That's what I think in the end also she said, right? You have to write it down what all came up in your meditation because those are the things which have been going on, which you need to fix, right? You have to make your child feel happy about it. So you please note down what all. I will be sharing this meditation on the chat as well. You can do it multiple times. You want as much as you want and you can write down what all you're getting whenever you are in this meditation. Okay.
Yes, Vikram. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sorry, Punima, you were saying.
No, nothing. I think some of them are new to meditation. This is the first time, I think. How many of them have done this meditation first time?
I have done it first time.
Okay. That is what. Then it takes time, but still you understood it. Very good. Joyce, would you like to say something? You are there on the screen. I think she doesn't know that she's on the screen.
No, no, I was actually on my way.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
couldn't
Would you
answer
like,
you that time.
okay, no
Sorry.
problem. Okay, no problem.
Yes.
You can listen on
Uh,
the WhatsApp group and then let us know.
eh,
Okay?
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, thank you
Thank you.
so much. And it was really informative. And we'll surely be in touch with you all.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Mhm.
Yeah, the session is not the end yet. So I'm going to share my screen again. So Sejal, I think I can take over, right? Do you want to hear from anyone else further, or if anyone else want to share your experience with Sejal, maybe Suresh, Mr. Suresh, or Mrs. Neena, would you like to share your experiences, how you felt this meditation?
Cool.
Okay, fine.
All right. So we are at the fag end of our session today. I think we have seen two modalities today. One was Punima's EFT, and the second was Sejal's inner child meditation. We also have so many modalities like this. Just today, it was just 1.5 hours. You felt really good about the learning these two things, right? But what if I tell you there are so many other modalities which you can do, like Hoponopono, VRT. If we teach you those techniques, how would you feel? Right? Today it was not even a complete session. It was three coaches at 15-20 minutes each. I don't know how much benefit you would have got, but imagine if we were to spend time with you for next 21 days. Maybe 5 days I will be spending time with you, 5 days of sessions with Punima and 5 days with Sejal. Imagine how you can transform your life, right? So today it was just 1.5 hours. I think, we made you experience something about meditations and about EFT, how it was relaxing. But there are so much more is waiting for you to explore. And that's where, we thought of putting together this 21 days healing program. The basic intention for today's masterclass was that, to help you understand what is healing and how healing can help you unlock your true potential or what is hidden inside you. And I think these two modalities are the main modalities which we have seen today. But let me show you the other things which are part of this 21 days. So we have something called journaling, right? So what is journaling? So there are, I think, in the beginning, Gulzar was mentioning about, we have not written anything on the journal because we pay attention to others, right? But what if I tell you, teach you all the modalities of journaling and how it can help you in in shifting your energy levels. And then inner child healing, what we did today was just a sample of it. But what if we cover the entire session of inner child healing and it can help you transform your childhood memories? And there is a beautiful modality called Hoponopono, which is an ancient Hawaiian technique, which I think, can be instantly done for any situation, and you will see that situation change in front of you. Water therapy. I think most of us use water for quenching our thirst. How many of you know that water is also therapy? You can be used for therapy and it can be healing yourself, your emotions, whatever the memories that you're carrying or your traumas. Even that is part of this 21 days. And we saw a little bit about EFT today, but there is something very powerful called VRT. Even those techniques, we are planning to cover in the next 21 days. And me and Sejal being life coaches, so we thought that we should add a few topics of life coaching in our 21-day session. So this is all we have put together as a course today as a follow-up for this masterclass. So if any of you are joining today, so you will be getting all these bonuses like healing meditation. Instantly, we will be sharing you the LMS access so that you will be getting access to the meditations and you will be added to our WhatsApp community. So me, Sejal, and Purnima are creating a 21 days program wherein this is the first batch of our 21-day session. So whoever joins this first batch, you will be getting access to our live sessions. So after this first batch, from the second batch onwards, mostly it will be recorded sessions. But you will be getting live sessions for the first batch. So I don't want you to miss this first batch. And after this first batch, the second batch onwards, we will be getting giving all the recorded sessions unless and until there is one-on-one coaching needs required by our participants. So this is the program fee for 21 days, which is 14,999. But if you're joining today, then the offer is available only for today, which will be like 4 nights, which is almost 9,999. So if any of you are interested, you can make a registration today and you can enjoy all these bonuses instantly. And this will be our QR code where you can send, if you want to send some initial token amount to reserve your spot for the batch one, then you can still go ahead and make the payment. But this is our today's offer, which is 4 nights. Okay. But if you are coming tomorrow, then that offer would again be 15,000. Only for today, it is 999 for 10,000 rupees, which is 4 nights. Okay, so don't miss this opportunity because you have just experienced 1.5 hours of healing, and you can see what all is going to come in the 21 days. And Sejal, Punima, and myself, all of us are committed to help you on this healing journey. And this is a divine thing that we all have started, and we always feel sacred to help you all with any kind of modalities or teaching you or overcoming your childhood traumas or anything like that. Okay, so the decision is all yours. So if you want to register for today, then you can go ahead and make the payment. You can make a registration amount as less as 1,000 rupees for today, and you can even pay the rest of the amount during the course as well. So the decision is all yours.
If you have any questions, you can surely ask.
Yes. Any questions about the program? Is anyone planning to enroll today? You can just take note of this. Yes. So I will be sharing this QR code and the course details on the WhatsApp group as well. If any of you are interested, you can go and register for today. Okay. So with that, we have come to the end of the session. Anything else anyone wants to ask before we conclude the session? I'm sending the QR code on the chat as well. I'll be stopping the share right now. So we'll open the floor for any kind of questions. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. It was really amazing to have your time spent with us today. I hope you got some benefit out of this session today. Thank you so much, and see you all in the next masterclass.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sejal. Thank you, Purnima. Thank you, Mr. Suresh and Neena.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Vikram and
Thank
Mr.
you. Thank you,
Purnima and
everyone.
Sejal.
Thank
Thank
you,
The
you.
everyone.
wonderful sessions.
Thank you,
Thank you
Manoj.
so much. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thanks, Sonu. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.